Hello, my lovely little titans, and welcome to another hangout. I hope you guys had a good week. Mine was pretty good, actually. Got through a lot. My work was crazy. Our system kept crashing every, I don't know, hour, it felt like, because we would be able to do work, and then we'd go to do work, like to keep doing work, and then we'd be locked out of doing work. So, couldn't do work. But such as it is. Can't really complain. I got stuff done that, wasn't necessarily related to work, but it was fun anyway. Hi, Era. I don't know if Wolf is here yet. I don't know if Wolf is joining us today. Did it go down? Yeah, my grade went down. Holy crap. Sorry, I got work created for me. I need to fix it later. That's what I'll be doing tomorrow. Good to know I know what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Oh well. It is what it is. Mute. I hope that muted everything. Mute. Okay. I'm gonna check and see if we're having technical difficulties because I'm on mine. Uh-oh. Are we having problems? Well, I guess we shall see if we are having problems tonight or not. I just... But no, you didn't miss anything, Era. I was checking. I had some work graded for me, and I just looking at the grade, and I'm like, well, I know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm going to be working on revising that. Because the teacher's awesome, and she'll give you your grade and then tell you where to fix things, and then you can go back and revise it based on what the feedback is, and then resubmit it, and she'll regrade it, and then you'll get usually a better grade. You'll either get the grade you had before or better. And I'm definitely doing that. That's just how I can't just settle for a grade. I have to have a better grade. Like, it has to be better. And if I can do better, why not? If I'm given the opportunity, why not? God damn. So, is chat being weird again? I so despise this. Hey, Rainbow. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. How's everybody been doing this week? I know, I love them. I love them, but they're weird. I love it when I see the little hearts and everything fly. It's just so cute. I don't know why. It's just the cutest thing. It just makes me happy. We'll see how long we do this, if it's gonna keep acting weird. I have seen segments of episodes. I haven't sat and actually watched it. I don't know. I'm in this mood where it's like I just feel so behind. I can't consume as much media or anything. I don't know. It's weird. I'm in this like anti-consumption thing. It's like there's so much to watch, to see, to do, and it's like I can't keep up, so I'm not even gonna try. But especially with like anime, there's so much coming out. I don't even know what to focus on. I don't even know what's the next thing, and it feels like we have so many. There's always some big thing. It's always the biggest one, and it's like, can we go back to when every year we had like 1 to 3 that were the big ones that you wanted to keep following, like when FMA Brotherhood was a thing, when Attack on Titan was a thing, when Naruto was a thing, like when those were the big ones and we all just kind of followed them or kept an eye out for them, that was fine. I would rather go back to that, having one be the main focus of the anime season, and then, you know, having a few others like dispersed in that sounded good. Not a lot, not like how we have it now, where there's dozens and dozens and dozens of half-baked plots thrown together with some cheery animation and called anime. No, give me some quality shit that I can watch between episodes of Naruto or Attack on Titan or something. Like, let's go back to that format. I prefer that format where I can like take it all in. It's not an overwhelming amount where I don't even know what to focus on anymore. There's just so much of it. It's like, okay, Black Clover. I think Black Clover was like Black Clover, Jujutsu Kaisen, and My Hero were the last ones where you could definitively say those were the big ones. And then after that, everything's changed so much. The landscape of anime has changed so much that you just can't keep track anymore. It's kind of ridiculous. We're in this age now where there's so much to consume, we don't even know what to consume anymore, so we just don't usually. Hello, Brandon. And rain. That is amazing that it's already snowing where you're at. It has not snowed where I'm at, but the threat is there. We're supposed to get some snow next week. We shall see if that happens, though. Because I've said that like 3 times already. We haven't gotten any snow. We got precipitation of some sort, but no snow. But yeah, I'm to the point with consumption in general that I can't anymore. Between movies, TV shows, anime, it's just, there's so much out there. I don't know what to watch. I don't know what to do. So I just kind of back away from it all. I watch comfort shows that I don't even have to pay attention to, just for the noise, because if I watch something new, I'm going to want to pay attention to it, but I'm doing too much shit to pay attention to it. So I bother. It's like, I haven't seen all of Has Been Hotel season 2 yet. I've seen some of it. I'd like to sit and see all of it, but I don't have that ability right now. Hello, Wally. yeah, and I feel kind of alone in it because, like, I don't know. Everybody seems to be able to keep up with it, and here I am sitting going, I don't know. I like anime, but I don't like the new stuff anymore. I can't like the new stuff anymore because I don't know what to like. It's like there's always 6 or 7 big ones that come out every quarter, and we're supposed to keep up with all of them and somehow enjoy all of it and find time to do anything else except consume anime? No. And it's like with TV shows, there are some TV shows that sound interesting, but at the same time, it's like, I don't really want to sit and get invested. I don't know. I think I've just burnt out on just all the consumption that has been pushed at us since, I think, I want to say around COVID. Since around COVID. And I just can't anymore. So cold your family made soup? Damn. Oh, that is cold. Oh, I like that era. That's really cool. I completely get it. Just because it's new doesn't mean it's necessarily that good. And if it's not, keep up with it. But of course, at the same time, there are a lot of things. I know. It's like, it's so frustrating. I wish I knew like what was worth watching and just stick to that. But everyone seems to think a different show is worth your time. And it's like, what do I pick? Because even if it sounds good, maybe it's not really worth my time. Maybe it's more just something I should ignore. It's so hard. Too much to keep up with, and then you have to change up your cosplay a lot. Yeah, that's true. And it's like, again, with YouTube, the landscape is changing there too. Anybody who does original kind of content, like, that doesn't conform to the algorithm, I guess, is kind of pushed to the side. If you're not like a reaction channel, if you're not like a let's play channel, if you're not a podcast kind of channel, I don't know what those are, where they sit around and it's supposedly audio, but you can get the visual too, so why get the audio? If you're not one of those, if you're not some kind of like news or like political thing, like all like those are the main ones I see. I don't know what everybody else sees. Oh, and niche shit not niche shit, because that's one of them, but I was gonna say lifestyle vlogs. If you're not a lifestyle vlog, if you're not doing something political, if you're not doing something like a let's play, if you're not doing a reaction, if you're not doing the weird podcast audio visual thing, then you're kind of pushed to the side. Just drop it if it isn't that good. Take your time when checking out new shows, because do all at once. True, Wally. I'm sure you'll come up with something, Era. You're pretty good at this, so I'm sure you'll come up with something. And then I have been seeing lifestyle shorts, and I watch them, and hardly anything changes between the content. Like, how do people get millions of views, millions of subscribers for literally watching a minute, maybe 3, I don't know, I've never really timed them, but a minute to 3 minutes of somebody's day? Like, how is that entertaining? And you're watching this person live a life that is unattainable unless you have access to a lot of resources. And then you get all these people who are like, yes, live your best life, blah, blah, blah. It's like, why are you engaging with this content? Like, is it just you want to see what it's like and maybe fake it and see it? But then, even if you're just one of those people who wants to film your normal life, that's not going to work. Because it's not interesting enough. It's not pretty enough. Your life isn't pretty enough to end up on the For You page or any of that. You're just another would-be wannabe. Because those people have enough money and time to boost their content, focus on their content, and all sorts of stuff. They already have an in. Like, everything is changing now, you can't keep up. I guess some people are just really into watching how others live. Personally, don't, because I already have many issues. Yeah, it's like, I watch it out of morbid curiosity because I don't get the draw, I guess. Like, I'm watching these people go through the same routine essentially with a couple of change ups here and there. And I'm looking at their lifestyle and I'm like, that's not it. Like, I don't want to see somebody whose life looks like mine, but I don't want to see somebody who's living a life like that either. It just is like, why am I watching? You clearly don't need my interaction with your content to survive. You're going to be fine without my content, without me giving your content any attention. So why are you doing this? Like, I don't get it. And I had another point. I'm trying to think of the other point. Oh, it's like, okay, I watched this one where she was talking about, it was silent or whatever, but it was her filming her experience at some airport lounge in her flight, okay? I was astonished that she actually, like, she makes it seem like she's by herself, but somebody's filming it with her. So, what? You have you have this person, undisclosed how they are related to you, and they're filming you walking through the airport. They are filming you in this airport lounge. They are filming you on the airplane. They are filming you while you're sleeping. Like, why does your life have to turn into a reality TV show? It's bizarre. And then you have some that are like very professional, and it's like they have cameras set up all over their house, but the cameras are set up in a way that they don't catch the other cameras. So they're just catching all this footage of them wandering through their house, and of course they edit it and shit. But it's like, how do you live like that? How do you live with cameras in your house filming you at all times? And like, are you even allowed to be your own person? Because you have to do things that make it seem like are interesting enough for people to keep watching it. I don't get it. Like, you're filming your life like it's a reality TV show. You're like curating your life like it's a TV show that you're putting on the show. It's like, how do you get to be yourself? How do you get to just live when your life is now out there for everybody to see? Yes, I understand that everybody's not filming it 24/7, allegedly. But at the same time, it's like, you are living your life a certain way that's not authentic anymore. You are living a curated PR life. It's just so weird to me. Like, there was this one woman I watched for a while. She was living in Japan and she had a very nice life, and I was very interested in it. But the more I watched, the more I realized, like, she's able to do this because she doesn't have a family. She makes good money at her job already, but she's doing this as an additional thing to get more money. It's like, why like, and her life is just so neat and perfect and quiet, and it's like, yeah, that's ideal, but that's not reality. And if this is your reality, this is freaking sad. Like, if your reality is you come home and it's just this quiet mundane, fine. But if that's all you do is like come home and film, and you're just filming what you're doing, and you're having to pick and choose what activities you do to generate content, that's not really living. That's just being an entertainer. So when does it get to stop? Like, do you only film for a day and that's your month's worth of content or something? Like, I don't get it. I could not live like that. I could not live with cameras all around me. I can barely, like, bring myself to film something that isn't cosplay. Like, these are the exceptions because I'm talking to you guys. If it's just me, like, doing a get ready with me or something, I can't do that. Like, it feels too weird. And I'm like, why do people want to watch other people wash their face or put their makeup on or do their hair or something. Like, the only time I've ever seen that really matter or be cool or worth watching is when it's ASMR. But that's because you're watching for the sounds and like the calming effect of it. You're not doing it out of like genuinely wanting to be involved in their life. It's some weird ass parasocial relationship between the people who watch these videos and the people in these videos. As if having this exist with celebrities isn't bad enough, now we've got it where it's real people, where it's more, I guess, approachable. Just, I can't do that. And even if I ever someday became a celebrity, I would probably be like the lowest key celebrity ever and not do anything. I would just live my life still. I wouldn't be like in tabloids and shit. Like, no, I can't do that. I can't do cameras in my face like that. Could not. And I would decline the reality show. If that's even still a thing, I think the Kardashians are like the only ones who have a show anymore. But if that were a thing, I'd be like, no, can't do it. Nope, not a way in hell. It's even harder if you're trying to start a small business on top of trying to get views. Yes, because essentially you now have two small businesses because your channel is a business and your business is a business and you're doing both. So you're working two businesses at the same time. It's really hard. I get it. People always put on a fake personality for the sake of content. They do. They really do. And what's worse is when you discover like these people that try to pass themselves off as doing this organically and it's just their lives, and then you realize, no, it's not, because they know somebody, they have an in somewhere, they've got their, they're connected in some way. It's like, and then I've complained about this before, where people start a platform, they use it, they build it up, and it's usually a vlog thing. They build it up and then they pivot, but instead of pivoting and making it its own independent thing, they tie it into the current thing. And then the current thing becomes a plug for the new thing, and then the new thing kind of overtakes the old thing, and it's always there. It's like people using, like, okay, there was this one where the spouse was singing, like has a career in singing. Now they're plugging the songs. Actually, that's two I know of now, where they wanted to start off with singing. They wanted to start singing careers. So they wrote songs, and now they're plugging the songs into their videos with their vlogs. And it's like, so now you're just grifting. You're just trying to use this platform to build up your other one. You're not doing this organically. You're not rebuilding yourself. You're just using what you know to, or you're using what you have to push this new thing. And it just, why can't they just be two separate things? Why do they have to be related to each other? It just starts to feel so inauthentic at that point. Celebrity worship sucks. Yes, it does. And we really need to stop it. I don't know why, because I've thought about this for a while. It's like, why do we put celebrities on such a pedestal? They are people who are paid an obscene amount of money because they're talented and can entertain us. Why are we giving them so much of our space and our brain? Why are we giving them any thought beyond what movie they're in or something? Why do we do it? Why do we give them more than they really deserve? How's the little starlight been? She's good. She's been really good, actually. How do they manage like their person? I don't know if they have any, or if their whole life becomes this devoted to the content, and it's, I really can't do that. I would not. It's like being those people who makes one thing your entire personality and your entire life, and then that's it. You never speak of anything again. You never do anything other than things related to that activity. Or if you're doing something that's unrelated to that activity, and then you just spend the rest of the time saying how you'd rather be doing the activity that you like personally, or how it ties back to it. At that point, you end up not even having much of an interest or a life because you're too busy focusing on the grind, I guess. But back to my point about celebrities, it's like, why are we invested in their children? Why are we invested in their spouses? Why are we invested in their causes? Why do we take their opinions into account on things? Why do we ask them their opinion on something? Why does it matter? We are capable of thinking for ourselves. We can come to our own conclusions. Why do we have to like a celebrity based off of their personal opinion? We can be friends with people and have differing opinions. It's not a make or break thing unless it's something really major. But again, sometimes you can figure out a way to work around that. But there are some of these people that are just, they live and breathe to know and be involved in the celebrity's life, even if they're not. And it's just like they're looking at the curated images online. I don't get it. Like, I can understand it somewhat because I've had that experience as a teenager. But grown-ass adults, I mean, I like Supernatural. But I'm not going to watch every fucking interview that every character and actor has given. I'm not going to do that. I will see maybe little clips of them here or there. But I'm not going to sit and watch hours of it. No fucking thank you. I've got a life. My entire discussions are not going to be centered around just that. Yes, I speak about them often, but they're good points of examples because they've been around for so long. I can use them as examples in situations like this. I don't know a lot about the actors' personal lives. I know vaguely who they're married to. I know, and I only know 2 are married to. I don't know who the rest are married to. I learned today that Mark Sheppard is married to a fan of the show. So cool, but what the hell? I don't need to know that. And then there are people who are like, oh yeah, we watched, at this con they said this, and at this, it's like, how do you know that? How much of your life have you devoted to knowing this crap? And it's like, why have you devoted your time and energy to knowing this crap? This could have been just completely different for you. You could have done something entirely different with your life. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to, know any of this. You could have been like, okay, that's cool. I like this person. Great. No, now we have to know everything. We know their children's names. We know their children's dates of birth. We post happy birthday messages to their children who aren't going to see it. And that's just weird. Why do we need to know so much about celebrities? Why do we even give celebrities much influence? They are people doing a job that we pay obscene amounts of money for whatever reason. And I don't know. Same with athletes. Why do we pay them so much? Yeah, they play a sport and they devote their lives to it. But why do we pay them so much? And then why do we continue to give them a platform once they're out? Look at every sportscaster is in some way a former member of a sports team, a sports, oh God, I can't even think of it. But they've all been involved in sports prior to becoming newscasters. So we are continuing to give them a platform in that field. Why? Why can't they just go away? And we continue to pay them, or they continue to be paid, which I don't know how they get that money. I do know how they get money, but they continue to be paid the obscene amount of money for their lifetime, basically, until they screw up or whatever. But they're paid an obscene amount when they play. They're given a job after they retire, and then they're given more money because they get a retirement plus what they make as a commentator. Why the fuck are we doing this? Why do we do this? Why do we let this happen? Same with politicians. Why are politicians given a retirement, and why are they given an obscene amount of money for it? Why are they paid by our tax money to be in office when they're not even doing what we want them to? And why are they, there? Why do we have them? Why do we pay them after they're done? Why are we paying them when they didn't do what we wanted? You don't reward behavior like that. You should punish them by taking, if they didn't do the job you thought they should do, they should be punished by having no money after they retire or after they're kicked out or however it happens. And they should not be in politics for their lifetime. They should be out. Max, like, they should be in like 2 terms. Like every, like our government was designed around the president. Should, like, the president has 2 terms. That should be it. After that, no. Same with the senators, same with the congressmen, same with all of them. They should all only have 2 terms, period. Period. And shorter if they suck at it. Like, if their approval rating dips very low and stays there, and we can go back and see that they didn't do their job, then they don't get to run for their next term, or their first, or their term at whatever time it is ends. That should be it. We shouldn't be keeping these people in power at all, especially if they're not doing anything. Like, why do you keep people in power that aren't doing anything? That doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't make sense at all. Like, why do we keep them in if they're not doing anything? Why do we give them anything? But that's the same. I feel that way for a lot of things. Like I said, celebrities, politicians, athletes, anybody that allegedly has influence that really shouldn't have influence, just doesn't work for me. But I don't understand how this works. I don't understand why people are so okay with it. Like, why are you okay with throwing $30 an album at Taylor Swift, who's a billionaire who doesn't give a flying fuck about you? Like, why? And I'm not specifically targeting Taylor Swift, but that's just an example. Like, she's a billionaire. She doesn't give a flying fuck if you buy her every album. She just wants your money. She doesn't care that it's meaningful to you. She doesn't care that the album changed your life or got you through a hard moment. No, she just wants the money and to move on with her life. She doesn't care. She doesn't understand that $30 meant something to somebody, because instead of using it for something that they might have needed, they used it on her album. She doesn't care about that. None of them care that you're spending money on their products that you might not be able to spend the money on, but you're doing it anyway to support them, when really they don't need your support. They really don't need your support. It really is sad, and I don't understand how this happened. Like, I look back and how? Unless it's just leftover thinking from aristocracy. That is about it. That is all I can think of. But even then, that problem got solved a few times in different ways that I'm not going to go into. But, why do we give them so much? Why are they allowed so much? Who said it could happen? Who lets it happen? I don't get it. I don't get it, and it's frustrating, and I wish it would go away. I wish that being a celebrity wasn't an important thing. I wish it would be like, they're cool, but they live the normal life. They do acting part-time, essentially, or they're just called in every so often, but they live normal lives, and they have normal jobs, and we don't know anything about them. I honestly, God, wish social media would go away. I don't need to know all this shit about people. Like, it doesn't matter. In the long run, it really doesn't fucking matter. But still, it does. And that's sickening. Like, it doesn't matter, but it does. And it's frustrating as fuck. And I think there were some problems with them letting YouTubers become celebrities and stuff. Like, that just caused a whole other outlet and a whole other platform for people to come out and have their own voice. And now it's gotten muddied, and the same with TikTok, and the same with Vine, and the same, like, all of them, no. And Instagram, like, oh yeah, I'm an influencer. What do? You take pictures of yourself at the gym and call that influencing. You go to a restaurant, take pictures of their food and post about how great it was, and that's what? That's just a Yelp review. That's just a review. Why should I listen to you just because you look a certain way or you live a certain lifestyle? You actually probably make more money than I ever will, and you're just doing this for fun. It's ridiculous, and I hate it. And I'm not even, like, with my channel, everyone wants to be famous for their music. True. But even with my own channel, I'm like, I'm grateful for every person I have. I truly am grateful for every person I have, because I didn't think I'd ever get past one. I didn't even think I'd get one. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm not doing this to be famous. I'm not doing this to be anything other than having fun and meeting new people. And if it becomes something later, great. But if it doesn't, I will not be upset about it. I want to enjoy this. I do enjoy this. I think it's great. I have learned so much on how to film. I have learned so much about makeup and scripting and everything that goes into making a video. I've learned so much from it. And I'm learning, like, I don't know how to put it. I'm learning different methods of storytelling. Like, I've learned how to use the shorts things and make a series in that. I've learned about promoting, I guess. I'm still figuring out Instagram, but I'm learning about that. It pushed me to learn. It pushed me out of my comfort zone. And now I enjoy it. Does it frustrate the hell out of me sometimes? Yes. Do I wish I had more time and money to do the things I want to do? Yes. But I'm not going to lament the fact I don't have it. I'm just going to make do with what I have. And what I have is a tripod, my phone, and my computer, and a few things from my closet. And that is how I make cosplay. And again, if something comes of it, great. Fantastic. But I'm not going to be bitter about it if nothing does. I'm not going to devote my entire life to just doing this. No, that's not how you live. Like, it's a side thing for me. I do it on the side because I like it and I learn, but I'm not going to make it my whole life. Unless, like, somehow it blows up and I'm making $5 million a month. No. No, I might not devote my entire life to it until that point. But yeah, but some people, like, quit their jobs and shit to just film on, like, doing the influencer thing, and it doesn't work out. But they've already quit their job and they've put so much into this, like, they have to do it at that point, and it's not even fun anymore. Exactly. There you go. Cosplaying is art. Cosplaying is fun. To me, cosplaying is theater I can control with characters I like. It's kind of like fan fiction. It's just fun. It's not supposed to be this, like, be-all end-all thing. It's just something I do for fun. It's just something a lot of people do for fun. But sometimes people take it way too seriously, and people do too much. I don't know. It's just why can't things be fun? Why can't you just sit and enjoy something and it be fun? If other people are enjoying your content in particular, yeah, maybe they subscribe. But why do you have to do it because everybody else is doing it and some people are getting lucky and making money? You really don't have to. But they do, because they see it as this quick and easy way. And everybody's about the quick and easy way. And really, there's a lot of work that goes into doing even the smallest YouTube channel. Because, I mean, you have to devote the time to filming. You have to devote the time to editing. You have to devote the time to promoting and maintaining. Like, there's a lot you have to devote to. And if you can't, then you're not going to make it very far. And I have to struggle and fight for every hour I get that I can devote to this channel. And so that's what I do. But at the same time, some people don't understand that. They just think it's really quick and easy. And it's not. It's never been quick and easy. It's fun if you're going to let it be fun, but it's not a quick, easy way to get money or to get famous, because I mean, I've seen influencers, YouTubers, stuff like that are big on their platform, and TikTokers too, that are big on their platform, but if you meet them in real life, if they do some kind of in-life event, they don't have anybody there to support them because it's not real. It's all kind of like a fabricated thing. It's not real. It's not reflective of the true situation. It's like, okay, you have 1 million followers, great. Fantastic. You get ad revenue, you get all this and that. And you're allegedly a celebrity. Okay, great. How many of those millions of people could actually pay for a ticket to an event you're at? How many of those people could pay for the products you sell? How many of those people could pay airfare or pay or afford to take off work to go see you? Think about it. You have 1 million people. Probably less than 10% could maybe feasibly be able to pull off skipping work and buying a ticket. That's a maybe. That's a big ass maybe. It's probably less than 1%, actually. And yeah, maybe they do show up, but at the same time, it's like, why would they want to? You literally hawk a product or a lifestyle. You're not actually a celebrity. They just enjoy watching the content you make. They don't enjoy you as a person. They don't want to meet you. They're more interested in what you're doing. They don't really care about you. So you've got 1 million people who really only care about your videos because they look pretty and they like the product you're selling. And they also probably don't have any money. So that's why they're watching you, because they want to see what it's like to live that way. And a lot of people are out of touch with that. That's just the reality of it. Is life's like stuff like that, YouTube or whatever, you're not going to get a lot of people to come see you, because the people who are watching it are watching you because it's free. Because they don't have to pay for your content, and they don't have to pay for the products. They don't have to do anything except sit there for like 30 minutes or whatever it is and sit and watch you. And that's it. They don't have to do anything other than sit and watch you from their homes while they're working. It's free content. Yeah, you get ad revenue. Yeah, you get whatever. But for them, it's free. They don't have to pay to watch you. And if they have to pay to watch you, then you're going to lose a lot of people, because a lot of people don't want to have to pay for that experience. So you got some thinking to do on that. But that's when I think people start to become out of touch, is when they think that they're so famous, that they're so beloved, that if they threw an event, people would show up. And that's not true for everyone. If Markiplier threw an event, hell yeah, everybody would be lining up the door. Same with PewDiePie, same with Jacksepticeye, same with a lot of the people you can name offhand. But if smaller ones, like that haven't been around as long, or they just sell a certain type of lifestyle, because most of the time people don't care about the person. People just care about the lifestyle and the stuff they're selling. They don't care about the person. So they don't really want to see the person. They're like, why would I go see this person when I could just watch their content there? Yeah, I don't do the membership thing. Even when I get to that point, I'm still not going to do it, because that's just fucking additional content that I have to come up with, and I don't really want to. Maybe if I ever get the fucking time, I might, but at the same time, I'd probably make it free elsewhere. So, I don't know. Whatever. I would just put it on Patreon if I really, really desperately wanted somebody to pay. Like, why? It's just extra work. It really is just extra work. And yeah, some people make it little things and whatever, but you gotta make it worth the price of admission. So I'd have to make a whole ass other video to go on membership. So that would make it, instead of 24 videos I'm making in a year, 36, because I'd make one additional per month if, in theory, I did this. So I'm filming 36 videos. I'm editing 36 videos. I'm scheduling 36 videos. I'm doing all of that for 36 videos. That's a lot of work. And I'm getting how much out of it? Not much, probably. Not much at all. So to me, cost benefit doesn't really pan out. I didn't even know about memberships until I started seeing videos pop up that had a little star that said membership, and I'm like, what's that? And it's like, oh, you have to pay to be. I was like, no, I don't want to have to pay to watch this person's content. Thank you. I don't need their additional 15-minute short or 15-minute videos or whatever. I don't need them that badly that I want to pay. I don't even watch them that much as is. That's another thing. I actually have been off of YouTube for a while. Like, I come in occasionally. I'll watch maybe a ASMR video here, there, whatever. But I'm not watching it like I used to. I'm not consuming it like I used to. And I think that's part of the burnout that I was getting at earlier. There's just so much. There's just so much. It's all overwhelming. And we're doing nothing about it except continuing to feed the beast. If we all just stopped, what would happen? Maybe things could go back to normal? Because everything now has to have a subscription. And I'm like, why? I just want... I mean, I got rid of Netflix because... Not because of the whole WB thing. I got rid of it because it's like, I don't use it. I don't do anything with it. I have a bunch of things on there I want to watch, but I'm not going to watch them because I just find it overwhelming. So I canceled it. And I canceled a few others because I just can't do it anymore. I need a break. That's why I'm kind of waiting to see what YouTube TV comes out with, because they say they're making customizable plans, kind of like cable used to be. So if I can get all the things I want in one area, maybe I'll just pay that flat rate and call life good. And I'll get rid of the other subscription services that I've been using. I don't know. But if I only have to pay one and I get everything I want, then I'll do that. Because honestly, as lame as it sounds, I didn't mind cable. I never needed the streaming services. I always thought streaming things were just for movies. I didn't think it was for TV shows. And I didn't want it to be for TV shows. I thought it was cool when it's just movies. Oh, cool, this movie came out. And here's the other thing. They never had the latest and greatest movies when they started out. They had older movies that they could get the rights to. They had... Yeah, they would eventually get newer ones, but they never really did. So, what was the point? What's the point now? I don't care. I don't care about their original series. I don't care about their original movies. I don't care about any of it. I just want to be able to watch stuff I like, and I don't like having to hop between 6 different subscription services just to find the few shows I like. So, if I can, I'll essentially get cable back. And then I can just hop through channels in one spot and get it back. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I know a lot, at least online, there are a lot of parents that speak out and say that they're not letting their child get on YouTube, like be on YouTube, TikTok, all that. I know it's already too late for a lot of them. But for like my daughter's group, I don't let her be on the internet at all. I don't even really let her watch my phone except for a couple of times. That's it. And I know a lot of other parents who are like that they don't want the iPad raising them because they've seen how it turned out and it's terrifying. So, yeah. Kind of at that point where it's just, wow. Everything is overwhelming. We're all getting burnt out. We're all realizing that we are paying into a system that doesn't benefit us in any way, shape, or form. And somehow we're letting it happen. And we're not stopping it. And I think we really need to stop it. I think it really needs to come to an end. We should step back and reconsider a lot, but we can't because we opened Pandora's box when we got the internet, and it became the hellscape that it is today. So we can't go back to how it was, but we need to do something. Otherwise, it's not going to get any better, and we're going to have regrets upon regrets upon regrets. But I am getting tired, and I think I will go ahead and end here. Thank you all so much for listening to my rant. I really enjoyed it, and you guys were such great conversationalists tonight, so thank you for your participation. I hope you had a great time. I'm just glad to have all of you. Truly mean that. Famous, not famous, I'm glad to have all of you. Thank you so much, and have a great night, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.